Good evening. So glad you could be with us on this Tuesday. More frustration surrounding Elliot Lake's arena last night as the cost for repairs nearly doubles. Council was informed last night that an additional $11.6 million will be needed above and beyond the $12 million already estimated. According to a report presented by the architectural firm working on the upgrades, the 70-year-old building will need things like a sprinkler system and new emergency exits to bring it up to code. The project had been delayed over issues with the foundation, which were just recently addressed. The newest setbacks had council asking when the arena could reasonably be reopened.
People in our community. Frustrated looking at their body language, and I think a lot of these people want the same answer. What do we need to do to get on the ice?
I think that's a good scope of work for the design team and staff to go through and model financially, model in terms of scope of work, model in terms of scheduling, and model in terms of community use and impact so that we can come back and give you some good information.
Mayor Wanan asked for a guarantee that the ice be ready for the fall of 2026 for next year's skating season. Both the architect and staff feel that timeline gave them time to review the scope of work and financing needed to complete it. Now let's talk about the weather. Another below seasonal temperature day, but still comfortable out there. For more details, let's bring in CTV's Rick Wyman.
Tony, I've already heard the complaints. It's too cold in the morning. It's going to start warming up, and of course, heading into the long weekend, this is what we could look forward to. We're going to get some rain perhaps by Thursday in some sectors, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday looking pretty good with some sun and cloud and some warmer temperatures. So if you're planning to get away, stick around the house, go to camp, do whatever this weekend, it looks pretty good. Your first take on weather brought to you by CAA. Get your membership today at CAA.ca. Your 5-day forecast, Tony, coming up.
Thanks for that, Rick. The Timmins Police Service says a check cashing scam has surfaced in the downtown area. Police say individuals are approaching bank customers, asking them to cash checks in exchange for a small amount of money. Police say these checks are fraudulent, and anyone who agrees to the request is left out of pocket. Police caution people not to cash checks for people they do not know or checks not made out in their own names. Anyone who's been approached or victimized in this scam is asked to contact the Timmins Police Service. Construction on a new housing development in Elliot Lake is about to begin, but as CTV's Angela Gemmel tells us, the space is meant for urban members from the nearby First Nation.
Partners got the ball rolling on groundbreaking before crews continue with the construction work on new townhouses.
We recognize that there is a large Indigenous population here. At least 10% of Elliot Lake is Indigenous. And with that, we understand that they have a large housing list here as well. So any way that we can alleviate and help this community grow.
22 townhouse units will be built for off-reserve housing opportunities for Serpent River First Nation. The First Nation purchased the 1.24 hectares of land where the Dieppe Plaza once was.
Over the last 3 years, we've done our own development within the First Nation. We've run out of infrastructure. So we don't have the capacity anymore to add on to our water line system. So here in a municipality, they have all the hookups that we need.
It's been important for our council to, further our relations with our neighbors. And I think with Serpent River, we've done that with open hearts and honesty, to be honest.
The housing will be similar to a larger development the First Nation is working to construct in Sault Ste. Marie. With a mix of affordable and market housing available for rent, each townhouse will have 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, and a single-bay garage.
Now that the initial planning process is completed with the engineering department and permitting is underway, groundwork will commence over the next week or so. We'll see townhouses starting to be constructed by mid-October.
The first of the units will be available for First Nation members to rent by early next year. The entire project is slated for completion by the fall of 2026. Angela Gemmel, CTV News, Elliot Lake.
A 41-year-old has been charged after driving a vehicle into Lake Nipissing. Provincial police were called to Pierre Road at Lake Nipissing, just south of Sturgeon Falls, where they found a man unconscious on the ground near a vehicle that had entered the water. Police attempted to wake him, and the 41-year-old assaulted the officer. For more on this and all of our stories, visit our website, CTVNewsNorthernOntario.ca. It's time for a quick break. Coming up on CTV News at 5, Rick has your full weather forecast. But first, let's head to downtown Sudbury. There's a live webcam look at the core. It's 17 Celsius. We are back after these commercial messages.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400 from your screen to ours. Text 10400.
Hope you like my new jacket. Ian Campbell, of course, who's on the 11:30 tonight, thinks I should be providing concierge service in the CTV parking lot. Let's take a look at the forecast radar. That precipitation is moving out of the northeast, but then we've got another system coming in to provide some rain by Thursday, late tomorrow evening into Thursday. There you see it. It'll swing out and go towards the province of Quebec, and then we've got some sun and clouds, some sunny skies heading into the Labor Day weekend. Here we go. Some of those numbers. Sudbury, Nickel Belt, mainly sunny tomorrow at 20. Chance of showers. It might rain Thursday at 17. It's diminished from 60% from last night. Friday, sun and cloud. Saturday, sun and cloud. Sunday, sun and cloud. And Monday, sun and cloud. It'll get warmer by Monday. Meanwhile, in fabulous Sault Ste. Marie and Algoma, showers, risk of a thunderstorm tomorrow, chance of showers on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday. Sun and cloud, 19, 22, 22, and warmer on Monday. In Timmins, Cochrane, Kapuskasing, showers for tomorrow at 18, a good bet there. Chance of showers on Thursday, 15, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 18, 20, and warmer on Monday heading into Labor Day. So again, once we get through that, well, Wednesday hump day, Thursday into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it will get better. Temiskaming Shores and Kirkland Lake, 21 and sunny for tomorrow. Chance of showers on Thursday, a good bet there. Friday, sun and cloud. Saturday, some cloud. Sunday, some sun and cloud. More of the same on Monday. And again, 18 and 20 your daytime temperatures. And North Bay, West Nipissing, mainly sunny skies for tomorrow at 21. 60% chance of rain. I like those odds on Thursday at 17 degrees, 20, 21, and warmer on Monday, Labor Day Monday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you've got some sun and clouds. So again, it is looking nice right now, according to Environment Canada, Tony. And again, we can only hope for that trend to continue heading into the Labor Day weekend. Hey, let's throw things over to Caitlin. She's standing by at Health Sciences North for the HSN 50/50 draw.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, and I'm hanging out at the Health Sciences North Research Institute with Dr. Chris Frashore. Now tell us about your research and why it's important for Northeastern Ontario.
Yeah, so I mean, Northeastern Ontario, for one, we have a higher proportion of older adults, 65 and older. We know that our older adults are more likely to be hospitalized, to see the emergency room, more likely to have a higher level of frailty, so at a risk of more poor outcomes that we don't want. So what we study in my lab are two things. We study the determinants of health. So we try to understand how older people age. Everybody ages differently, and that is related to their risk of poor outcomes, whether that's a hospitalization or an emergency room visit. We also study immunity. So I love infectious disease. I love vaccination, and understanding why is it that some older adults respond to vaccines more poorly than others. Why do some older adults, when they are hospitalized for influenza or COVID, why do they have a long hospital stay, or why might they die? So these are the kind of things that we focus on.
Wow. And so how does supporting the HSN 50/50 and Health Sciences North Foundation impact your research? Yeah,
so first I would say that it really shows HSN as an institution, as an organization, as emphasizing the importance of aging research in the North. So that's not something we generally have as much of down south. There's a lot of aging research. So By supporting HSN 50/50, we are supporting leadership in aging research in the North. We are supporting research projects like mine and my students so that we can have projects that are focused on important issues for Northern Ontarians, for healthcare in Northern Ontario. And really what I find is one of the most important things as well is we're training the next generation of aging researchers in Northern Ontario. What we know about Northern Ontarians is they love it here. They may leave here, but they always come back. And if we have more aging researchers, more physicians that understand the importance of aging and how different people age, we can better our healthcare for older adults and better their outcomes as well.
Wow, that's amazing. So if you want more information on the HSN 50/50, you can head to hsn5050.ca.
Thanks for that, Caitlin. An Indigenous Educational Institute in Sault Ste. Marie has passed a significant hurdle on its way to granting its own degrees. CTV's Corey Nordstrom has more.
An Anishinaabe-led school in Sault Ste. Marie has received a 10-year approval from the Indigenous Advanced Education Skills Council.
With the organizational review and the successful accreditation, it recognizes Xinhua Kanemagegimik as an Indigenous institute capable and qualified to deliver its own programming under its own credentials.
Wabeno McKay states that Xinhua Kanemagegimik follows in the footsteps of its namesake, Chief Xinhua, who envisioned a place for Indigenous people to learn modern teachings mixed with traditional values. The Educational Institute currently partners with Algoma University and Canadore College for bachelor's degrees and diplomas, while also offering a number of its own micro-credentials. The recent approval is especially impressive, says Wabeno McKay, because of the higher standards compared to the province.
So under the provincial quality assurance standards, there are 6 standards that Ontario colleges and universities have to demonstrate they've met. Under the IS process, we've had to demonstrate how we're meeting 25 standards in areas that include the corporate side of the house as well as our organizational review, which includes our operations and programming.
The SKG president says passing this approval process bodes well for the organization's future plans.
It's a critical stepping stone into ensuring we have full accreditation. The 10-year recognition allows us to continue our development and expand our programming, while at the same time ensuring that we have a quality assurance mechanism that ensures that we continue on with this accreditation trajectory in the years to come.
The recent accreditation expands the type of courses Xinhua Kanemagegimik can offer under their own name. SKG officials will soon be submitting new courses to the council for approval. They hope to hear back by the spring, and if approved, roll out these programs by the fall of 2027. Corey Nordstrom, CTV News, Sault Ste. Marie.
Money for AI and innovation coming up on CTV News at 5. More than $1 million is flowing to NORCAT to help regional businesses. Here's our note for pool users in Timiskaming Shores. The waterfront pool in Uliscard is closed. The city posted yesterday on social media to let residents know about the annual maintenance closure. The pool will reopen on September 2nd, but the gym at the facility will remain open this week. Meanwhile, the city's fire ban has been lifted along with a ban in Harris Township east of Timiskaming Shores. Although open-air fires are okay, the fire department is still urging caution when burning. It adds burning permits are still required for any open-air burning, but not between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. A responsible person, 18 years of age or older, must be present at all times. The federal government made an announcement today at NORCAT in Sudbury. More than $1 million is going toward artificial intelligence and innovation. CTV's Madison Merrier tells us more.
Vivian Lapointe made a $1 million announcement on behalf of FedNor, earmarked for 2 NORCAT initiatives in Sudbury.
Increasingly, we know that in the economy, investments in technology and in innovation is a really growing important part of the economy. And so it is very important that as a government that we look to grow and expand this part of our economy.
Out of the $1 million, $700,000 will go towards NORCAT's Regional Artificial Intelligence Initiative. and the remaining $350,000 will be going towards the Innovation Acceleration Program.
This program will provide local SMEs with up to $20,000, and this can be used to purchase equipment, the infrastructure, third-party services, anything needed so that these companies can compete and adopt AI or build AI applications here locally.
It also sends a message to entrepreneurs to come and move to Northern Ontario because we have that ecosystem to support you. And that's why investments in innovation centers like NORCAT are so important.
The advancements of AI have sparked debates over job security. But Skiffington believes that in the mining sector, AI offers opportunities for career growth.
Part of the program for RAII is providing funding to ensure that these employees can get upskilled, so they can go to specific programs, universities, and take some programming to enhance their AI skills.
LaPointe says the funding will boost small to medium-sized enterprises in the north, in mining and technology sectors. The hope is to bring more startups to Sudbury and create more jobs in the ever-evolving industry. Madison Marier, CTV News, Sudbury.
There will soon be a new option for northern students wanting to become veterinarians. Lakehead University in Thunder Bay announced today construction is set to begin on a new building that will house the collaborative Doctor of Veterinary Medicine program. The program is in collaboration with the University of Guelph and is aimed at growing and retaining more vets here in the north. While the school won't be fully operational in Thunder Bay until 2027, the first group of students will start their studies at Guelph University this fall. A new survey is shedding light on the impact the trade war is having on Canadian shopping habits. Interact says 78% of those polled reported redirecting at least one monthly purchase from a big box or international retailer to a Canadian business since tariffs were first announced. A quarter say they're shifting 3 to 5 purchases a month, while a fifth are redirecting 6 or more. The company says its transaction data shows small and medium businesses consistently outpace larger merchants in year-over-year volume growth between April and July. Some furniture sold at the Brick is being recalled due to high levels of lead. The recall affects Lars branded furniture, including the Lars counter table, chair, wood top, metal base, and tabletop glass insert. Health Canada says the black coating on the products contained an excessive amount of lead. More than 17,000 affected products were sold across the country between June of 2023 and July of this year. No illnesses have been reported, but people who bought the furniture are advised to stop using it immediately. Do you love pets? Our Take Me Home Tuesday segment is coming up next. You're watching First at 5.
Take Me Home Tuesday on National Dog Day today. No dogs available at the SPCA in Sudbury, so Emma Bailey, my guest, had to do some thinking and said, why not a cat? A big cat, as she likes to call it, by the name of U-Haul. Welcome, both of you, to today's program.
Thank you for having us. U-Haul is very sweet. She's only 2 years old, so she's looking for a home where she can grow and show off her wonderful personality. She's a little nervous today, but she really starts to come around people when she sort of opens up, gets used to them, so she's going to be very loving in her forever home.
Okay, Emma, she's grown all right at 2, has eaten very well, so we're going to work on a diet program for you all for the prospective parents, of course. Very, very important, but good-natured, little squirmy. Activity is great, but seems to adjust rather quickly.
Yes, she would do great in a home where she can get all that affection. She has lived with other cats before, so a slow introduction she might do well. And then just people who can give her all that attention she deserves.
Okay, so having said that, things are working out really well with cats. You've brought in numerous cats, of course. and that's a good sign. So dogs, as we just said, no dogs available. That's also a great sign. So I guess the dogs are moving out the door rather quick.
Yes, it's been great. We had Willow recently, who was on CTV last week, and she was fully adopted this week into a happy family who is just perfect. They're going to be home for her. She's going to be able to run and play in the yard, and we're just always happy to see them go into their perfect homes. Oh,
you see, U-Haul is always squirming, so perhaps she's squirming for her next home. Perhaps you could help. Please call Emma at the SPCA in Greater Sudbury. It's located next to Collège Boreal. Check it out. You'll love the place. And of course, let's give U-Haul a home. Emma, thank you so much. And U-Haul, I know you're just...
U-Haul's ready to go. She's moving ready.
Yes, chopping at the bit, looking for a new home. We're back with more Take Me Home Tuesday next week at the same time.
Our first community close-up comes to us from North Bay and the Fill a Fire Truck campaign this Thursday from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. Visit the Metro on Lakeshore Drive in North Bay to help the local food bank and its back-to-school food drive. At this time of year, the food bank is going to distribute kids' school packs, ensuring children have access to healthy lunches. To Sudbury now, George Bardeja sent this video to us. Crews are starting to demolish the old hospital on Paris Street. Bit by bit, it's coming down. Panoramic Properties owns the land and received approval from the city to take down the building that was constructed in 1950. We are heading to Sault Ste. Marie. Wendy Lynn Hill shot this video of a hummingbird while she was out for her afternoon walk. Thanks so much for thinking of us, Wendy Lynn. And as Rick and Emma mentioned, today is National Dog Day, and Manitoulin OPP officers shared these pictures of their furry friends. Policing can be demanding, and for many of the officers, their dogs provide support and help create a bit of work-life balance, whether it's going for a walk, companionship, or playing dress-up like in these pictures. That looks like a bunch of very good dogs. They definitely earned an extra treat for posing for these pictures. And folks, there's more news for the North coming up at 6 o'clock. For now, continue watching as we hand things over to CTV National News.